should have been in there. Hello, hello, hello. This is V. Scott. I am having a health and wellness live, also dedicated to Pride, because this month is about health and wellness. So I thought we would come on and just speak a little bit about just certain aspects of health and wellness. Nothing major, just um, that's just about it. And share some poetry as usual, like I always do. And I want to thank you for coming. Hey, Cleo, how you doing? I'm so glad that you are here. I appreciate you coming. And I have a special guest that's supposed to be coming to share some of her work, as well as just I guess just a general take on health and wellness. But basically, the what I had to say is, like us, especially me as a black woman, I noticed that definitely we didn't we weren't taught about the importance of taking care of our body. We weren't taught the importance of eating healthy, exercising, and it's not because I think it's because they weren't taught. They weren't taught, and they didn't. They probably didn't know. So if you don't know, then you can't pass it down. If you don't know, then you can't pass something down that you don't know about because you weren't educated about it. And also, if you don't have money to get food that's actually healthy for you, and you have to make the choice between cheaper and being able to eat and healthy and a little more expensive, then if your money looking funny, you gonna choose cheaper, right? This is my goddaughter here, so she here, Leah, and so we having dialect. We gonna have a conversation. So if you have to choose between cheaper and getting healthy, or more expensive and buying, cheaper, unhealthy, more expensive, unhealthy, but your money funny, what you gonna choose?
Cheaper,
You
of
know?
course, like, because I mean, we all been there, but I can't even tell people how to go, what way to go, or what's the best way to go on certain things like that. Definitely would be to go to the cheaper side so you can provide for you and your family. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, even when you don't want to. You want to do better, but it's harder.
Mm-hmm. So sometimes we are forced into making decisions like that because we are not financially stable, because it's not set up that way for us to even be financially stable. And so, with that being said about health and then finances, also, we need to start teaching our children about better health, teaching them about finances. If we teach them about finances, right, then we setting them on a better track. We need to teach them about finances, about the importance of saving money, about the importance of all these things, so that way they can be ready when it's time for them to go out into the world, and they will have their finances in order. Because if we
Mm-hmm.
don't teach them, then they don't know. Because nobody taught me about a savings account, a bank account. I learned all that stuff when I got grown on my own. These are things that we need to teach our children when they are young. They need to have a bank account when they are born. When the
Mm-hmm.
babies come out, you need to be going and making those babies bank accounts. If you
Yeah.
can't get them a account when they first born,
Piggy
at
bank.
least try to get them a bank account by one. And a piggy bank is also a good idea. That's a great idea. Piggy bank where they can put the little pennies and stuff in there,
Mm-hmm.
but make sure you are opening up a bank account for them. It's very
Mm-hmm.
important. It's very important. That way they learn the value of money. They
Mm-hmm.
learn how the money earns interest, you know,
Yeah.
and then they'll have money when they get older. And if they choose that they don't want to go to college, they have money in the
Mm-hmm.
bank. They can figure out other things that they want to do. And some might want to go to college. So they have some money in the bank to be able to go to college or choose something else that they want to travel the world, go travel,
Right.
you know, go see the world, go do other things, go to art school or something. Everybody gonna choose different paths, but you need money to go on your paths.
Yeah. That's the number one thing. Money.
Come closer, they can't hear you, girl.
That's the number one thing. You have to have money to do what you want to do, like in life. You have to have money because most of the time, I just realized today with my kids back and forth from their dad's house to my house. I just realized that my oldest daughter don't know um, the difference between the money, like the value of how much this is and that is. So now I know my part come in where now I have to sit down with each child because she's 10 and I have a son, he's 7, will be 8 in January, but they're gonna have to learn the value of money because they need to know what how much money, what's the value of each money because somebody might try to cheat them out of their money and I wouldn't want that for them. So that's definitely something that I was learning today
Hmm.
as a washing clothes. So I didn't know that.
Well, and see now that you know that,
Mm-hmm.
now you are taking care of that. You're handling
Mm-hmm.
the situation, and see, she's only 10.
Mm-hmm.
She's only 10 now, so you can get that handled. You can get
Mm-hmm.
that where she'll know the value of money
Right.
before she gets older,
Right.
and then it'll be that much harder
Right.
for her to learn. But now, since she's only 10, it'll be a little difficult, but it's doable.
Yeah.
But she'll be able to know the value of money. So just sit down with her, make a plan, and carry it out.
Yeah.
And if you have to do it 3 times a week, do it 3 times a week. If you have to do
Mm-hmm.
it 4 times a week, how many other times you have to do it
Yeah.
with the money? You can get like the little Monopoly money and stuff like that, and then count the money with her. But set up a plan that will work for her, that will help
Mm-hmm.
her, and never make the child feel bad about
Right.
not knowing something, because
Right.
that can give them a setback and make them not like certain things.
Right.
Because I remember growing up, and because that's why to this day, like math, and I definitely had a problem with it because of my mom, and it was something I didn't know math, and I was only in the second grade, so I didn't know the answer. I didn't get the answer right. My mom made me ball my knuckles up. I kid you not. She made me ball my knuckles up, and she took the brush and she beat my knuckles.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that is, I don't,
Different time,
yeah, I
man.
don't hate her or any of that. And my mom passed on, but that was the way that they grew up. That was the
Mm-hmm.
things that they were taught.
Right.
So I learned that, okay, that was what she was taught. That was her way,
Of
but it
discipline.
doesn't have to be my way for my children.
Right.
So you can break the cycle,
Mm-hmm.
you can break it, and that's what I did. Like it was like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm not gonna beat up on my children because they don't know. I'm not gonna make them feel like they less than
Right.
because they don't know something, because that don't help them. That don't
No,
help them.
it tears their self esteem down.
Yes. Hey Tiffany, I see you. I see you. I'm gonna drop the link again. As soon as I figure out where to go. Hey T, how you doing? I didn't know you were in here. So this is my goddaughter Leah.
Hello. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I talk low.
She thinks she's sexy. She thinks she's sexy, y'all.
I'm trying. You know what I'm
She thinks she's hey sexy. Tiffany. She thinks she's sexy, y'all.
I'm trying.
She thinks she's sexy.
Hi,
Is
how are
that
you?
me?
Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I didn't put us up today because my goddaughter here, and she said, "Well, Mom, I'm looking a little rough." So I said, "Okay, we're not gonna put the it up on the screen. We'll just do it out the screen." But I told her I'm looking a little good, not to be showing myself. Yeah. So so we were just talking about basically the importance of taking care of ourselves, as women, especially Black women. And, what is your take on things about, as far as taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially? What are the things that we can do as people to better ourselves to be able to do those things and make sure that our children is better set up than we were?
Um, I mean, I think we definitely have to teach them, things that they probably won't necessarily learn from someone else,
Mm-hmm.
things that we experience ourselves, because everybody has a different life experience. Um, I mean, it's a lot going on. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna have for them.
Right.
Right, right.
It is so much going on.
Yeah.
you know.
Especially with the schooling, I'm just
So yeah, I'm trying to figure out. They say the children going to go back to school coming up, but we don't really know that.
there's July 1st what they're gonna do. But
So are they saying that your children supposed to go back to school this year? Because they talking about July down here.
Well, here it seems like they're gonna give us the option to either let them go back or homeschool them, and I'm gonna homeschool my kids.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking about for my son, but of course he's 18. He'll be 19 before once he get out of school.
Hmm.
So he might want to go to school so he can see people, but I just don't feel comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm not sure. So we're gonna have to sit down and probably have a real conversation about it. Hmm.
I think my thing is, you know, like,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how they intend on trying to keep all these kids, and my kids are young, so
yeah,
I
Hmm.
mean, kids don't really know how to not interact with each other and
Yeah. So
restrooms and
yeah,
all of that.
yeah, because that's what my goddaughter was getting ready to say because her children are young. They still in elementary school.
Hmm.
All of my grandchildren, they all in elementary school, and I was like, how are they going to uh, have these children social distance when they know nothing about social distance? And then what about lunchtime? Because they're going
Yeah.
to try to go and see each other, and then they're going to want to be on the playground playing with each other. What
Hmm.
about that time? What's going to go on then?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then so it was dedicated the to Pride because this month was also Pride for LGBTQ community. And I just wanted to recognize the LGBT community because they are unrecognized, and because they get treated like they aren't people just because of their lifestyle and who they decide to be because that's who they are. And then with a lot of trans women out here that's being killed and nothing is being done about it, nothing is being said about it. And it's like they don't care that these trans women, especially the black trans women that's being killed, you hear nothing about it. But if
Yeah.
if they do something wrong, like that one that was in the paper that I had read a story on. They put his butt in the news because he did what he did was trash, so he deserved what he got. Oh, well, she let me get it right. She deserved what she got, but what she did was definitely trash. But what about when the trans women are being killed and they saying nothing about it? What about that?
Yeah.
So I just thought I would honor just uh, you know honor that and just talk about our well being and stuff. So I know we have poetry, and if you want to go first, you can go first, and Leah have hers, and we can just go back and forth like that. However you want to do it.
Okay, I can go real quick.
Okay.
Well, I think this one will touch on what you were talking about earlier about the what we have for our kids as far as health and everything that's going on. This one is called evolution. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. This is called evolution. As we grow as a people, we evolve, change, shape into being far greater than we realize we can be. It's all a part of life, who we want to be, what changes, sacrifices we make to be that person we wish to be. Evolution keeps us rising to the top, becoming deeper, stronger, wiser than anyone ever thought possible. The world may be vast, but we are a vastness within ourselves, a vital organ in humanity, and we must strive for that change. Cling to the unknown so it will someday be our known, factoring into our day to day lives, turning us as the sun turns around the world into diamonds that shine from the coal mines. Let us be that plant in the sun that grows in life and in form. That is our destiny, to learn and expand ourselves into a beautiful life form of brilliant hues of the rainbow. It is for us to reach that all time high on the wings of our backbone in the broken words of our song. Evolution keeps us rising to the top, becoming deeper, stronger, wiser than anyone ever thought possible. The world may be vast, but we are a vastness within ourselves.
Mm.
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah. That's deep right there.
Thank you.
Well, I love your work anyway. You you already know. When I first saw your work in the group, I was like, oh man! And it was the the point when you said your mother should have named you Zeus, and
Yes,
I was
I
like, oh,
love I love my Greek mythology.
I was like, oh yes, I love it, I love it, and and you know what? Last night I played it online. I played your poem on live last night. It
Oh
was
yeah.
I did while I was live last night. I had, it was like three in the Valentine's Day thing that I did. So I was like, okay, I was going to play Poet Meadows, but it was three in there, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and play all three because they all three of them good. And so
Yeah.
I played all three, and they loved it. Like they
Oh,
loved the
yeah.
poem.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Hmm. Yes, ma'am. And you already, well, I think if you heard his voice, you already know, like his voice is just, whoa, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. And I have, well, I wrote a story. It's kind of long. I don't know if I want to read it or not, but do you all mind if I read the story or no?
That's
Oh
fine.
no, go ahead.
Okay. So it's okay. We're gonna just read the story. And I don't have the picture to show with it, but it's a picture with three women in it that I had chose offline. Three it appeared to be three black women. So it says, I am Nubia the queen. Hello, my name is Nubia, and here is my story. I grew up with two very gorgeous, bold, and brilliant sisters, Vana and Bianca. I admired them so much. My sisters were successful black women and confident. I was their weird little brother growing up. Our parents died when I was 6, and our sis and my and sisters were 20, and my sisters were 21. They are twins. They were both already out of the house and in college. Bona and Bianca decided to raise me. They were almost finished with college and lived off campus anyway. Bianca worked at night and went to school in the morning. Vonna worked during the day and went to school at night. They decided to do it this way once they were responsible for raising me and This way, they didn't have to worry about daycare and it saved them money. I remember going to my first fashion show with my sisters, Vonna and Bianca. They were trying to break into the fashion world. Vonna designed and made the clothes, and Bianca designed and made custom jewelry. So this part says first fashion show together. I remember Vonna and Bianca's first fashion show together. I was 16 at the time. My sisters had been working in the industry for years, designing clothes and jewelry for other people to use in their fashion shows, but it was their turn for the light to shine on them. My sisters didn't want help financially from anyone, so they had been saving up for this big day. We had been living on a tight budget for years. Bianca was the true saver and great with finances. She was able to save up over $30,000 between the two of them. The fashion show was great, and you could tell the ladies worked hard and had put time and energy into the show. So many of the big wigs was there that that could really help them get their fashion and jewelry business name out there really and a really profitable business for them standing out. I overheard one of the ladies that could really help my sister's fashion and jewelry business become a lot more than what it was. Her name was Rachel, and she was talking to one of the men in the fashion industry. I don't know what his name was. She told him how she liked the concept of the fashion and jewelry line, but the ladies needed something more to stand out. And why didn't the company have a name? I could tell she wanted to invest in my sisters, but they were going to have to come up with something more than just the fashion and jewelry. Standing up to Bianca. Standing up to Bianca. Okay. I told my sisters about what was being said. And of course Bianca was her usual her usual. They can't take it. They can take it or leave itself. But Vonna told Bianca, that's not how it's going to work that day. Usually Vonna went along with Bianca, but she could taste her dream and wasn't going to let her twin sister anyone stop her from getting to the fashion designer status she's been dreaming of since childhood. Bianca changed her tune and asked Vonna, do you have a plan? Vonna told her she did and but she did and to just trust her. She left Vonna to handle everything. Vonna really didn't have a plan at all. She didn't have a plan. So Vonna began to panic because she had lied, and soon the show would be over, and there was nothing that really set them apart from other shows in the eyes of Rachel who could make their careers. What I have done, what have I done? She was panicking walking back and forth, saying, it's over for me. I'm done in the fashion world. Now I will never make a name in this industry. Bianca is going to be pissed because I lied. My sister Vonna sat down in defeat with tears in her eyes. Light bulb. Vonna, I called out to her. Not now, Tanique. Yes, now, Vonna. I have an idea, Vonna. Cleared up her tears, and was all ears. Vonna already knew about me, but not Bianca didn't. You see, I'm gay. I do makeup, I dress in women clothing, and model around the house. Vonna seen me. She's she's seen me dress up others and do their makeup. I told her to get Bianca, and once they came back, I ran the plan down. You see, that's me. So in the picture, that's her. She's one of the models in the picture, but you don't see the picture. You see, that's me. Where am I? You see, that's me in the front, and my two sisters. In the back of the picture, you see, I've always wanted to model, but as a woman, and this was my chance, I took it. I always brung makeup with me just in case, but today I brung more and different colors. Something told me to bring my sister's beautiful African dress and jewelry designs. I had the drums, so I got 3 men and 3 women to stand on the side of the stage opposite of each other, beating the drums as my sisters and I walked down the stage and modeled a beautiful African clothes, beautiful African clothes and jewelry. My sister Bianca announced at the end, "We present Queen Nubia fashion and jewelry line and our face for the design." My sister Nubia, I was shocked. I didn't think she knew. And to acknowledge me as Nubia, the name I've given myself as a woman, my sister had been paying attention to me without me knowing because Vonna was surprised too. My male appointed name is Tanique, but on this day I officially became Queen Nubia. This was definitely a look that caught everyone's eye, and the name was just as catchy. Successfully retired, finding a new face. My sister's business went on to be successful for years. I remained the face of Queen Nubia until now. It's time for me to find a new face to represent my sister's beautiful designs. The designs come from me now, and I have a team executing what I design. My sister's retired and left me in charge. Queen Nubia turned out to be the very lucrative business my sisters retired in their early 50s while I was in my 30s. I'm calling the shots now. So this was my fiction story that I wrote to a picture with 3 black women, and it looked like they had like African attire on. So that's why I wrote that. And so it's kind of like I guess a transgender story. So that's why I wanted to share it in honor
Mhm.
of the LGBTQ community and in honor of that and pride. So I hope y'all enjoyed my fiction story.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, because I was getting nervous while I was reading. I was like, I hope I'm not boring people.
Yeah, no, that, that was a good one.
Oh, thank you, thank you. So, okay. So yeah, I know y'all hear the door opening back and forth. I have a lot going on in the house too. All right, so I think my goddaughter getting ready to share a poem, and we can share any poem that we want. If we don't have anything that's representing the what we have tonight, that's fine. I'm open to sharing any poetry, which you already know, Tiffany.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. My poem is called What If, White Man, White Man. What if the tables was turned? What if we was killing whites because of their skin color? What if we was still young? What if we took y'all sons and daughters and beat them up until they was blue and cold? What if I ran and what if we ran the government and we didn't care about making changes for y'all families? What if we put our knee in y'all necks while y'all saying I can't breathe and calling out for your mama? What if I hung what if we hung y'all and treated y'all like some animals? What if we threw all y'all in jail for no real reason after a traffic stop? What if we called y'all crackers and stupid because y'all didn't know how to live when things got tough? What if we got tired to send what if we got what if we try to send y'all back to a place y'all never been because your skin didn't fit in with ours? What if we took all the credit for the things y'all created? What if we feel what if y'all hold on. How would y'all feel if we were taught y'all kids what if we how would y'all feel if y'all kids, if we taught y'all kids the truth about without us blacks in the world wouldn't go around. How would you feel if we how would you feel if we said we was better and queens and kings and y'all not? What if y'all what if we
Take your time.
I think I said that twice. What if we call y'all crackers and make statements like we eat y'all for a snack? What if we told y'all white lives don't matter? What if your child got killed and there was no justice? What if we threw y'all to the ground not knowing y'all if y'all was really a was the person that committed the crime? What if we framed y'all and made y'all spend time in prison for things y'all didn't do? What if we treated y'all the way y'all treat us? Now, now y'all have a clue being treated bad because your color of your skin is not fun. You see what if y'all was treated how y'all treat black queens and kings? Y'all really don't know how it feels to be a strong black woman like to be a strong black woman like me, yours truly.
All right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was good.
All right. So, all right. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that
So,
was a good piece.
yes, I liked it. She said your
Yeah.
piece was good. She said she glad that it was good.
Yeah.
Now are you going next, Tiffany, or you want me to go next?
Yeah, I can go again.
Okay, so I think that's how we'll do the order. So after you, then I think it'll be me, right? Okay,
Hmm.
okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, okay, I'm ready.
Okay, this one is called temporary. Um, it can relate to pride.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Um, Silently, I die inside from trying to coincide and push my feelings to the side just for the temporary bliss of you. They say all good things end, hard to remember when it began. Put it down and started it back up again. This up and down love with you. Praying more over you than I do myself. Letting you eclipse my sunlight on everything else. But you got me up waiting, dusting on a shelf. In the back of my mind, I want you to leave. Silently I cry inside, but on the outside, I wear my smile with pride, pretending, master of the skies, just for the temporary bliss of you.
Girl, I like that.
Thank you.
Mm. Well, you
Yes.
already know how I feel about your work. You already know.
That was nice.
So this is called, I don't know if this is a poem or whatever it is. I wrote it today. I was so behind on stuff, and I wanted to try to at least have something, um, for the health part. So this is called fruits and veggies. Unfortunately, a lot of us as Black people were never taught the importance of healthy living or being financially well. We learned to barely make it and just get by. We accepted this, and a lot of us still living in poverty in order to get up and better ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially is to learn about eating healthy is beneficial, and yes, find out what foods work for your body. Go ahead and implement exercise into your life. Is a start if you have not. And if you are already doing these things, spread the news to others about living healthy and why it's important, especially as a Black woman or man. We are more prone to heart disease, strokes, heart attacks, diabetes, and hypertension. By implementing fruits and veggies and exercise in your life, it will decrease your risk of these diseases and more. Remember, you don't always have to carry the load, and it's okay to let your emotions show. Being a strong Black woman is why a lot of us have hypertension, and have emotional issues, your strength comes from knowing when you are weak and you have enough courage to reach out for help. It's okay to get help with getting your finances in order so you can start living a better life. It's important that we learn and start teaching our people about saving money the right way. When you are financially unstable, that hurts you as well. It's time we start learning and teaching our people so we will all be in better standing physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, and yes, spiritually. That's
That's
it.
true.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I wasn't in love with it. Like I was like, I
Yeah.
just so.
No,
But
that's a good one.
Yeah.
th-
It's gonna make it.
thank you, thank you. All right, so it's your turn. You're up next, Miss Leah. You up next.
I have, I'm working on something
Oh,
that could help with this, but I
oh,
ain't finished.
okay. Well, she looking for something. I know.
Okay.
I know you bought your favorite poet. I know you bought one of his poems because you be bringing his poems. You know, I be ready to hear some of his work from you when you come.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yes, you.
Are you talking about Rudy?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna find one of his on my next turn. I had a poem I wrote pulled up.
Okay, go ahead. We gonna
Um,
we gonna. She
yeah,
looking for hers. So if you have yours
okay.
up,
Well, this one, I don't know. I'm sure everybody don't know me, but I know you follow me on Facebook. By my
yes.
Jordan. That's Bay. So this poem I wrote is more relevant to the climate right now with the Black Lives Matter. And,
Okay.
and Black Panther, he plays Killmonger.
Mhm.
So this poem is called Last Word, Killmonger's Sentiment. I can't breathe as I take in water. My life flashes before my eyes. I was free before this. Brown skin soaking up the molten sun on my native ground. The waves make me sick. The fear turns my stomach. And so we jump. Better to decide our own fate than to go in chains. Sold like goods, bedded like animals. If I am to be a creature, let me be a sea turtle or a siren. Let me be the beacon that ravages these ships with my brethren. Let them hear my call to guide them underwater. They will never be free of the ghost of me. My sacrifice will haunt these waters, spook these waves, creating typhoons and tsunamis until the end of time. Let me be immortalized in the sea foam. Carve statues of me forever etched in stone. We will not be forgotten. I can't breathe as I take on water, but as I sink, I am free. As I take my last breath, I am eternal. I belong to me.
Yes. Yes. I think I saw that in the group. Didn't I see that in the group? Because I like this.
I think, yeah, I did because I put this on my blog.
Yeah, I love. Well, actually, I love this one. Yes. You ready, Miss Leah? She not ready. She look. She not ready. I have one by the song Anu, the book that I like to read. The poet.
Hmm.
The name of the book is Enemy: Everything We're Fighting for, and Exploration on Being Black in America. And so I met this poet at a poetry show that I went to some months back, and I mean he's an awesome poet. So it's called Wilted Flowers for Lost Young Lives. My grandmother loved to tell people about the features she credited to the Cherokee in her lineage, and not my father, learned me that the legacy is more important than those responsible. When the next young black tomorrow is laid in a casket, what features will be claimed? Will the streets activists, newspapers claim that the legacy is more important than those responsible? Martyrdom has become the new puberty. Adolescence is tickling time is ticking Adolescence is a ticking time bomb seen as black terrorism. Uniform response is deemed fatal heroism by jury boxes with no tongue and no backbone. Don't hold toy guns. Baby boy, don't hold a belief that arrival will mean order. Baby girl, don't move. Don't breathe. Don't hope. Don't be. Contractions are abbreviated lifespans delivered by reapers who relish for moments to touch darkness and manipulate in quiet. Since when were siblings supposed to say goodbye to little brother, making pilgrimage to pearly gates in their arms? Since when are we supposed to get used to flowers bedded in asphalt, becoming pollinated by the bumblebees of gunshots? There is reason to attack the present from all sides until the future submits to our will. The past, filled with premature obituaries, respectability, is an improper eulogy. Ain't no need to sanitize our culture. They been wiping our blood off the concrete. The smell of bleach is the new mistress to the dawn sun. White out used to be appropriate to erase the presence of black ink. Now white media is the preferred tool to negate the humanity of black names. There, I mean this here be a call for an organized strategic awakening. Oppression is a brown thumb gardener tending to communities discre- oh, disregarded. I didn't have. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Disregarded by the city's fungal sense of judi- judiciary. I always say that word wrong. Responsibility, shock transplanted in media outlets, flowers cut down before their purpose, sees fusion, concern, waterlogging, the shoulders of blossoming buds gathered in a protective, motherly embrace to little light shine on predatory and prejudiced practices. There is no beautiful plan for these blessings to flourish and grow the flowers they wilt. So that's it by the song I knew. I think Leah found hers.
I did.
I'm not sure. Can you? I'm not sure if you can hear the noise in the back. Can you hear the noise in
I,
the background
I
at my
can hear
house?
y'all. No, not really. I can hear y'all.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't got.
Hopefully I can see this. This one called I found it. It's by Joanna Harker Shaw. Hopefully I can get it to pop up where I can see it. Okay, it's called Bisection. I had a friend once long ago who, when I told him I like girls too, was so disgusted. He turned from me. We never spoke again. Hate burned real cold. There was a woman once who said to me when I said hi, when I said I was bi, it's just a phase. This kissing girls is cute, and it brings the boys around. How wrong was how wrong was she? Only her perspective she believed was possible. That's not me. But worst of all came recently. met a girl I really liked, and I told her I was bi. Sorry, she said, that's not a thing. I'm real gay, so I guess this is a goodbye. This is not the way this works, I cried. Will you shut the door too? Of all the people in the world, I expected more from you. I've loved men and I've loved women. I've loved those who were in between. It's not a junk that matters. It's what you think. It's what you think and what you feel. And that's by Joanna Hacker Shaw. And it was called Bisexual.
Thank you. Did you hear? She said it was by Joanna Hacker and the
Shaw.
Shaw. Joanna
Mhm.
Hacker
Oh, okay.
Shaw.
And that was a pride piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah, that was good.
said she liked it. Yes, yes. Okay, so you up next, Tiffany.
Okay, this I found Rudy.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm
This
ready.
is from Rudy Francisco from his book Helium. It's called Scars. One. If I could, I would nail these hands to the edge of stars. I would sacrifice this body to the sky, hoping to resurrect as someone spiteful enough to not care about you. Two. Staple me to a cross. Pierce my side with a broken promise. I will bleed all the crippled reasons why you deserve one more chance. Three. Loving you was the last thing I felt really good at. Four. You want to know how I got these scars? I ripped every last piece of you out of my smile. Five. I whispered you stardust. Six. I spoke you into sunflowers. Seven. I dipped my hands in forever, touched you infinity, treated you as if you were the last molecule of oxygen inside of a gas chamber. I was so good to you. Eight. You want to know how I got these scars? I swallowed my pride. It clawed its way out of my mouth. Nine. I realized I was never really your boyfriend. I was your hype man. 10. I hope your next boyfriend gets smallpox. 10. Yes, I said smallpox. 10. I hate you. 10. I still miss you. 10. I still love you. 10. I love you. 10. I love you. 10. It's hard for me to count when I get emotional.
Oh,
10. I heard 90% of human interaction is nonverbal, so 10. If I could, I would tie your arms to a daydream and auction you off to my fondest memories. I would write this poem in my own spinal fluid. I put it on the backbone of a white flag before you read it. You already know I've given up. I'll keep you here, shackled to the most important chapter of my life story, pressed into the basement of my eyelids like liquid salvation so I remember you beautiful, with amazing underneath your wings and an orchid smile, your gorgeous earthquake. You cracked hourglass with sand splitting from behind your ribs. You wasted my time. How dare you linger on my lips and then kiss me like a stuttering apology with excuses stapled to the roof of your mouth? I still remember you like a dream tattooed to the inner walls of a long term memory. But some days I wonder if you existed at all. And of course, you want to know how I got these scars. I'll tell you, I got these scars the day I fell in love with you. I landed face first.
oh yeah.
Yes, I loved him.
Oh my goodness.
You could probably look that one up on YouTube and see him performing. He probably performed it way better than me.
Girl. Shoot. I'm going I thought I wrote his name down the last time. Let me write his name.
It's Rudy Francisco, like San Francisco. Rudy Francisco, and he has a lot of videos um on YouTube and Facebook.
Rudy. You said Rudy Francisco. I'm writing it down. Now
Hmm.
hopefully I won't lose it again because I wrote it down the last time and lost it. It looked like my daughter putting it in her phone for me. So I won't lose it again. I have one of my old ones that I'm gonna read, and it's my point, beautiful little black girl. Look at you, so gorgeous and beautiful. So why aren't there more dolls to represent you? beautiful little black girl, don't believe it. Don't believe what they are saying, that your beautiful black skin isn't beautiful. Whichever shade you may be as a beautiful little black girl, you are beautiful and worthy of having a doll that looks like you. Beautiful little black girl, I am here telling you to love the skin you are in unapologetically. Remember, you are a beautiful little black girl and will one day be a beautiful, bold black woman. Beautiful little black girl.
Yes. You know,
Yeah.
I do. I love that poem. Recently, um, I came across a doll. It's a black doll. It's like it's a little expensive. It's like $79, but it shows the little girls like how you can do
Oh
hair
yeah, I seen that
and
doll.
and and I think that's neat. We need more of that because most of the time when you go in the store, you can't find black dolls. And my daughter would be so mad, Mommy, why don't it look like me?
Yeah.
So um I think I'm gonna order her that before she comes home. I think she's gonna like
Yeah, she
it. And
will.
you can also go on Amazon. You can go on Amazon and type in African black dolls, and you can order them like that also.
Oh yeah, I'm changing this out of something. And then what inspired that poem was it was actually my granddaughter, or my middle granddaughter, and it's my middle granddaughter and my middle daughter. My daughter called me. I was at work. She called me up, all upset at work. I thought something was wrong, even though something was wrong. And she said, "Ma, I went to the store to buy a doll for Mel, and she said they didn't have any black dolls in there." And she asked to speak with the man because she wanted to get her a doll that looked like herself, and said they
Hmm.
didn't have any in there. And she was so upset. She had took a picture, sent me the picture with my granddaughter standing in front of all the dolls, and none of them looked like her.
Mm.
And yeah, so I was like, wow, I'm gonna write. And so I was at work, and so I was, I'm gonna write something about this, and I ended up writing this. I have a whole thing. I even changed up some of the stuff. But yeah, I ended up writing this at work after she had sent me that picture because we need more images, of our girls, in a positive light and in a positive way so they can see themselves positively because I grew up in the 80s and everything. So I'm sure that I'm older than you and I'm definitely older than my goddaughter. And so I didn't grow up seeing a lot of black dolls at all. In fact, the black dolls that we had uh, when I was coming up, they were very, very ugly dolls, and they made
Hmm.
the hair so bad that I didn't want my mom bringing me nobody's black dolls to the house because you couldn't even comb their hair.
Yeah.
You couldn't even comb their hair, and I was like, I don't want a black doll. I didn't want a black doll when I was growing up, and because it was just so they made them so ugly, and
Hmm.
that was just the truth. And what happened was my grandma, rest her soul, I guess she didn't care that I didn't want a black doll. She wanted me to see me, and she sent me this big doll, like it was a big walking doll, and she was black, but it wasn't ugly. You know what I mean? It wasn't ugly, and it was black, and I could just about comb her hair, but not really, but better than the other dolls that
Hmm.
I had. And so I like that doll. I was like, okay, well, that's cool. And so with her doing that, and it put something in me where I decided to make sure that my children was going to see themselves. Like I wanted to make sure they got things that look like them.
Yeah.
So that was just very important to me raising my children.
Yeah, my kids, they have nothing but black Barbies, the little black American doll girls. My daughter has a little black baby that she can't sleep without. They like those LOL dolls though, and
Yeah,
those mostly come in white because they're like surprise dolls.
Hmm.
yeah,
You can't see them until they're open. So those are really the only white dolls they have are those little LOL dolls.
Oh,
yeah.
well, and I think it's a, that's okay. That's okay. And but it's a good thing that we are showing our children that they are beautiful. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? That they are beautiful and letting them see the beauty that's in them, the beauty that's outside of them, and that is other people that look like them.
Mhm.
And I just I find that beautiful within itself right there.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to apologize for wanting my children to see themselves as great. I will never
Mhm.
apologize for that because
Oh.
if we don't, have our children seeing themselves as great, then who will?
Mhm.
Who will? And then they won't get far. They won't get far because they won't think much of themselves.
Mhm.
The world is going to beat them down enough in life.
Yeah.
So why should we beat them down?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel. And I'm not sure who was next. I just started talking.
I do have a I have one. It's called Hey Black Child by I don't know how to say that. Com-
Oh, okay. I can't see.
It's the little black child.
It's Hey Black Child. I'm not sure if we saying the first name right. Koti Colin. I'm not sure if we said the first name right though.
Hey black child, do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey black child, do you know where you're going? Where you're really going? Do you really know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey, black child, do you know you are strong? I mean, really strong. Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey, black child, be what you can be, learn what you must learn, do what you can do, and tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be. And that's it for that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. All
And
right.
these are on Pinterest.
Oh, and she said those are on Pinterest. If you wanted to look them up,
Oh, okay.
that they were on Pinterest. I had it was a little short point that I had put to the side. There it is by Alice Walker. It's like real short and kind of interesting to me. And I wanted to read this poem by Alice Walker called "The Last Time." The last time I was afflicted by love, I murdered the man. But that was an earlier century, another country, a hotter climate, and death proved him a foreign transcendent like any other. Alice Walker.
Mm. I
It's
didn't
a,
know she wrote poetry.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I was like, when I saw it, and I said, I have to write this down. So, yeah, I think we both learned something new. So yeah, I guess that's why I was intrigued.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sitting over here.
I thought I was the
Yeah,
only one.
yeah, yeah. So if I have some more. If you have more to share, you can share. Just let me know if you want to share.
Okay.
And, because I have some more stuff. But do you want to share something?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
Um, this one is called Love for Sale.
Uh-oh.
Love for Sale. Slightly torn and tattered this piece, a bit worn and shattered this one, a bit breakable, sometimes mistakable for the real thing. But come and get it just the same. This priceless item who gets all the blame. Do I hear five? Can I get a five? 10? Up to 10? Whoa, he's excited that one. Raised his hand again. Going, going twice. Oh, ain't that nice? Sold to the young man with the eager smile. Looks like he's had his eye on this piece for a while. This slightly torn and tattered, this bit worn and shattered. Love for sale.
Oh wow. I
honey.
like
Love for
that.
sale. Love for sale. He had his eye on this one for a while. Uh-huh. I'm
Yeah.
here for it. I am here for it. I'm gonna um I'm gonna read two. I had two small ones, and then I might read a Maya Angelou piece. I'm not sure yet. But the first one is called Coily Curls. You see, I don't mind rocking my curly curls. In the Afro bush, happily natural is what I am. My healthy curly curls is a part of me, and I am not ashamed of my natural hair. I don't care about when other black women try and put me down for my natural hair. I say, you make your choice and I make mine. It's nothing for me to put my hair in a afro bush and rock out. Some black men frown on my beautiful curly hair and ask why don't I perm my hair. I say I love my natural curly hair and I love me just as I am. So if you don't like it, I don't care. I don't care. Okay.
Yes.
I am beautiful. I am a beautiful Afro queen and I will rock my Afro bush whenever the hell I please.
Mm.
So that was
Yes.
my Corley Curl poem about
They
my
learn. They're gonna learn to keep their comments to themselves.
some
Yes, sir.
some people some people don't learn though because this poem was inspired by some other it was like it was some black women I had ran into at the store. I think I told you about it
Mm.
before on the live before I was at the store and I was just looking like window shopping before I had to go to a therapy appointment some years back. Girl, those ladies looked at my bush, my afro bush, and they started frowning their nose up at me and talking about my hair like I wasn't there amongst each other and calling my hair nappy child.
Mm.
Yes, they did. I thought that was the most rudest thing ever. And I looked at them like, what the hell? And so then they go try to like they can disappear like I didn't see them go try to act like they hadn't been saying nothing about me. No, you didn't disappear. Like you didn't disappear just because you try to look away. You
Mm-hmm.
still there, dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
You're still there. You're not invisible.
Yeah.
So I thought that was the craziest thing. And then it was a guy, and he would ask me, well, why won't you perm your hair? Why I used to get perms back in the day, but he was like, why won't you perm your hair? You should perm your hair. No, I don't have to perm my hair. I do what I want. If you don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
move the hell on.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, we all make our own choices. And so my next one is called "Forgotten Me." When did you tell yourself it was okay to forget all about me? Forgotten all about your dreams because you've been busy taking care of everyone's needs and nurturing their dreams. You forgot all about me and the fact you had your own dreams which needed nurturing so you could grow. How did being a mother and a wife become the majority of your identity? I am the forgotten me that got lost and didn't follow her dreams. Too many of us got lost in someone else's identity, whomever it may be, our children, our spouse, or anyone. Their identity should never become ours. Somehow we allow their identities to become ours as well. Forgotten me.
Mm.
Mm.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. I think
Mm.
uh I
I,
think Leah ready.
I had one.
She said she
It's
had one.
one particular one I'm looking
Ooh,
for.
ooh, is it hot out there where you at, Tiffany?
It is. It's like almost 100 degrees.
Girl, cause like I was I don't know if it's me or what, but I am hot, child. I am hot, and this air is not doing anything for me right now. It's just not, it probably don't have anything to do with it's just, something that is it's about that time in life. It's about that time in life. It is. Sure. I like when you come on, you be laughing. And I like that laugh. I like that laugh, and then you talk. You talk, you and act, and I like that.
Oh yeah, I always have a good time.
Yeah.
And you see, that's what I like. I like when people come and have a good time.
Okay. This one is called Why You Judging Me? Don't judge me because the last time I checked, you wasn't so perfect either. Don't judge me because I don't have it all, but neither do you. Don't judge me because I do things differently from you, but that's because God made me different for a reason. Now, what's your reason again for judging me? Oh, you never thought I was as smart as can be. Mad cuz now I won't let you use me. Those days are gone, and I'm a grown woman now. I thought you were supposed to be a grown as well. But
Mm.
again, I ask, why are you judging me? And the whole time you living in hell. Think you got it made? Now watch how God show you. I'm I'm a king's kid, and I have to have a purpose in life. But while you judging me, you don't see what He created in me. You don't see the storms I fought to get through. You don't see this this the scars I hide on my heart. You don't see the walking miracle. You don't see how blessed I am and how I pray and fast behind closed doors. So why you judging me? My life was meant to be. So watch how God keep on blessing and using me by yours truly.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
He keep on blessing me over and
Yeah.
over again. I can't sing. I can't sing a lick. He keep, but when that came in my mind, the song came in my mind. I,
Yeah,
I'm sure you've heard it too,
yeah.
Tiffany.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. And that's song when you said it came in my mind. He keep on blessing me over and over again. And I'm done trying to sing because I ain't trying to scare nobody away because I will scare you away with this terrible voice. So my son would tell me, Ma, just stick to poetry. Stop trying to sing. Nobody wants to hear you
Hakeem.
sing. Yeah,
Hakeem.
that's who it was. That's who it was. All right. All right. So if you have something else, Tiffany, let me know. If not, then I'll go to something.
I have one pulled up. This
Get
is
out of here.
um
Not
It's
you. It's
worse.
a daggone bug. Not you. Get out of here. A bug trying to fly
It's
in my face.
this one is from Soft Magic by Upala Chasala. I think I read
Hmm.
it last time too. Um, it's from her poetry book called Soft Magic. 1. Do not accept the love of a man who makes you feel small. The universe is already so vast. 2. You are innately beautiful and completely irreplaceable. 3. You don't have to go far to find love and validation. Start from within. 4. Boys are boys and men are men. Tell them apart. 5. Be alone often, as you are, but don't let that turn into loneliness. 6. Remember to remain gentle. 7. Don't stay angry at the world too long. Seek out life in little things and move past sadness. 8. Touch somebody with your hands or with your heart, with your words or with your silence. Share yourself. 9. Celebrate your skin. 10. Be yourself and never apologize for being someone you love.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, I like her poetry too.
My daughter said, "What's her name again?"
Her name is Upala Chisala, Upile Chisala, Chisala.
She didn't hear you.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to text it to you.
She, oh,
Okay. I'm ready.
she ready now.
it's Upala, Upile,
Okay.
Chisala, Chisala. And her book is called Soft Magic.
Soft magic.
Okay.
That sounds like that's a good book right there.
Yeah,
Sound like
she has three of them in all.
mm-hmm. Mm. And don't you have a book that you had published, Tiffany?
I do. I have my book. I've been reading some poems from it today called Whispers of Africa.
Whisper. Okay, and so because I'm trying to, the name of your book is called Whispers of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna type it in the chat so they can know. And it's by your name, Tiffany Richardson.
Yes, ma'am.
Now look, I might sit up here and spell Africa wrong. I really think I did. Okay, I didn't. Okay. I was about to, I think. And then,
Sometimes, sometimes you look at something, you be like, "That ain't right," but it be right.
yeah,
Done that before.
by Tiffany Richardson. Uh,
You probably got all types of tips this
okay,
morning.
so I put it in the chat. If anybody interested in getting Tiffany Richardson book, Whispers of Africa, she is an amazing poet. She has a book out, and I suggest that you go and check her work out because the sister is bad. Okay. And I ain't talking about bad
Yeah.
in the bad way, but bad in the good ass way. Come on now. Support a sister. Go check her stuff out. She on YouTube. Are you on YouTube? I know she on Facebook for sure. She
I'm
have
on. Yeah, I have a more of a presence on Facebook than YouTube, but I do have this. This is my YouTube channel. I
okay,
only
so
have
she is
one video on there though.
oh, okay.
So we know
So
this
she
is
on
on Facebook.
Facebook. She on,
Yeah,
but but she's also on Instagram.
I am
So
on Instagram. TB the writer. TB the writer for all my social medias. TB the writer.
yeah, so go check her out on Facebook and Instagram, and you will see what I'm talking about. Because when I saw her work inside the group that we in together, Poetically Us, I was like, "Oh, who is this? I haven't seen her work before." And then I thought you was somebody else when I brought you into the group because I knew a Tiffany Richardson, so I thought you were her. And and then it was like when I started seeing your work, I was like, no, I don't think Tiffany write poetry. Who is this? who, who is this? Because I knew like she would just be in there just watching other people work, and I
Yeah.
said, this is not her. Who is this? I have to see because her work is amazing, and definitely you already know. Whereas you was like your mother should have named you Zeus. I know for sure that you were not her,
Yeah.
and I knew I knew that you weren't her by that time, and I said, mm-mm. I am gonna have to see if she would do a few things, do some work together, some collabs together.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
thank you. I appreciate you for always including me.
oh yes, because I love your work. It was because I'm always definitely talking to VJ, but she's Amana, the poetess now, and
Hmm.
so like before you had came, it would be like us doing things, and then I saw your work because I had been out, actually kind of out of the group, not checking in too much, and then when I came back, I saw you. I was like, okay, okay, oh yeah, and it's some more in there that I need to go ahead and because I see their work, and I'm like, I want to check them out and see if they want to come on. There's a few that said they want to come on, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see and just try to do some more things with them. And I'm happy that a lot of them have branched off and started up their own poetry groups. So I'm
Hmm.
happy about that. And so they spreading their wings and doing their own thing. I just find that amazing when people start spreading their wings
Yeah.
and doing their own thing and finding their way. I love to see that.
Yeah.
I do. I do. Yes, ma'am. And I surely appreciate you coming on here and sharing with us. Every time I ask you when you are able to come, you are much appreciated. And what I want to know is, do you write erotic poetry? Are you into that?
I have a couple of pieces.
Oh
I'm
no, I wouldn't want it now
Yeah.
because I started one where I think I'm gonna try to keep it up on Saturday nights. VJ and I did one last night. I did
Hmm.
one midnight my time, and it was 11 o'clock yours time that we started. And so
Okay.
I was wondering if you would be interested if I did it again next Saturday coming up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I have
so
a few pieces. Yeah, I have a few pieces I can read.
okay, so cool. Next Saturday, it'll be 11 o'clock your time, midnight my time, and hopefully, my goddaughter can come, and we'll see if VJ can come back on, and
Okay.
just do what we do, and have a good time. And we just read our poetry, kicked back, had conversation. She had her some wine, child, and she was just having herself a good old time. And I had my little bottle of water. I had myself a bottle of water, but I still had a great time. But I knew you had a function yesterday,
Yeah.
so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother Tiffany this time of night. And but I really appreciate all the poets and poetically us. I so appreciate y'all for even joining my poetry group that just used to be for me.
Yes,
And
it was so
I have really stepped out of my shell that I used to have. She know, my goddaughter knows, and
we proud of her.
it
She came
was
a long way.
it, it, it's been a lifesaver for me because I was on the edge, and so even if we never meet in person, I want you to know that I think of all of you as family. You definitely my sister. You're gonna always be my sister.
Oh yeah.
We never meet in person. We sisters, and you can't get rid of me.
You know, ain't gonna get rid of her.
Oh
You
yeah. I always have a good time. I always have a good time.
know, look, I said I might try my hand in some comedy so people will leave, but they'll be leaving real bad. Be like, she ain't funny. She need to get on. This broad gotta
Yeah,
go.
she just keeping it like it is. That's all she doing. She just keeping it real.
Yeah, yeah. I have oh, I just started talking all over the place like I always do. I don't even know who was next, but I just started talking. Um was who was next,
I think it
Tiffany?
was you because I had just went.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is I read this already here, but I'm gonna read this tonight again, and it's for us as everyday women. And I want to revamp this piece, but I haven't started. But I'm going to go ahead and read it as it is, but I want to revamp it after a while. I can see that. The unrecognized everyday woman. We are everyday women going to our everyday ordinary jobs and taking care of our families, living our lives under the radar. There is no recognition or award ceremonies broadcasted on television for the everyday woman. We go on about our daily routine, taking care of our business every day. We try our best to make it day by day, and that's it. The unrecognized everyday woman.
Okay,
Mm,
I like
So that was something I had wrote for Women's Month. I think about a
hmm.
year or two ago, and so it was just like kind of dedicated to us that was in the group.
that.
And I have I put the picture up of one of the women in the group each day. It was two. I would choose two pictures and then put the poem by their name for that month of for that month. So it was quite a few. Yep. Yes,
So
ma'am.
how do you write when you write your poetry? Do you just sit down and write it all in one sitting, or do you come back to it and add on to it, or do you edit it and
Yeah, like sometimes I might sit down and write and just write, but then I have to go back because I might not like something I'm editing, and
mm,
then I might go back and re-edit. And sometimes I leave it like I left this one. I leave it, and then after a while, because it's been a year or more, and I'm like, okay, I want to go ahead and revamp this. I want to redo it, but it's very seldom that I actually sit down in one sitting and finish a poem because I'm all over the place sometimes. But I'll sit down and I'll write, and then I might have to come back to it and write some more, and then write some more. And sometimes I might finish it all up, but when I go back, I'm sure that I'm not going to like it, so I have to redo some things. What
Hmm.
about you?
Yeah.
I normally, if I have like with my poetry, it comes from like I'll have a random thought or I'll hear a line or something on TV and I'll play around with it and it'll spark something. And then I just sit there and knock it out in the one sitting and I just maybe 10 or 15 minutes, I'll sit there and just write it out. And then maybe later if I come back to it and I'm getting ready to post it or something and I see something where I could do something else with a different line or something, I might tweak it. But for
Hmm.
the most part, I just sit there and knock it out in one sitting.
Yeah. Well, when I was doing all the the different stuff with VJ, so I was actually knocking a lot of poems out in a sitting.
Hmm.
But since I haven't been challenging myself the way that I was back then, I don't really knock them out in one sitting because it's like I don't even know. I don't even because I have a poem I'm working on right now that I feel like I need to redo.
Yeah, like for me, a lot of my poetry comes from how I'm feeling in the moment. And
Yeah,
so if I go back to it, I won't be
yeah.
in that space anymore.
Hmm.
So it takes like you can tell the two different tones of the poem if I didn't finish it in that one sitting.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And definitely that like if I'm like furious, super
Mhm.
angry,
Mm-hmm.
then
That's
it's
when it
going to be
comes.
it's going to be done like
Mhm.
in no time. It's going to be done, and it's going to be on the paper. It's going you heard
Yeah.
the poem. I don't want them back. It, I said what I said, and I meant what I said at that time. You know what I mean? And so, because I
Mhm.
was pissed, you know, and I think like my angriest work is actually my best work.
Yeah.
It really do. I don't even know how I come up with half of the stuff that come to my head, but I'm like, okay, I must have been real mad that day to know you saying this.
So,
Yeah. And see, like when I'm happy, I find that I don't like my poetry when I'm happy.
oh, see, you know what? I thought that was just me.
No, when I feel like when I'm writing poetry, I just feel like it's corny and it's
Oh,
not really emotional or doesn't have any depth to it. I feel like I'm just writing just to write.
oh, hey, Coco, tell them how you doing. I didn't even see you in the chat. Welcome. Um, girl, I be feeling the same way. I'm like, this some corny ass shit right here. Like, why you write that? You know, why you write that? That ain't even no good. So, but then somebody else would be like, no, it is good. It is good. Just stop playing games. And like, okay. But because some of my work is also Christian based. You know what I mean? Like my poem, um, His Queen is about being
Mhm.
Jesus' queen. And so some that work right there, I don't have to be angry to write that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, but I don't think I have dabbled in that in a while because I am I'm not sure where I am right now on
Yeah.
on on that over there. I believe in God, of course, but uh, the Christians have really just
Took it to the bank.
so
It's
it's just like I still believe, and I just think I'm more of a spiritual person.
Mhm.
So, um, mm, you know, and I think everybody's choice is their choice.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Definitely. Yeah.
so I've been getting a lot of issues from people because I don't particularly maybe have their belief. Just like when we were talking earlier, like one of the poems, and
Mm.
so it was a I don't even know how the conversation came about, but it was about being like gay or
Uh-huh.
bisexual, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, well, if that's their choice, I was telling somebody that's their choice, that's their choice.
Mm-hmm.
And so we was talking about when they had it where you had to vote if they could get married, and I was like, well, I checked the box for them to be able to get married. I was told that I was going to hell.
Oh,
I was
Hold on.
I was told that I was going to hell.
Because you checked the box for them to get married?
Yes, I'm going to hell with a handbag, baby. I'm going straight to hell.
Well,
Boom.
they're going to be beside you then because they judging you.
So I was like, oh, I didn't know.
Whoa. That's good.
Well, thank you. Look, thank you for putting me in hell. I appreciate it.
no, I'm definitely a firm believer that love is love, and we need all the love we can get in the world.
Yeah.
So,
And say that's the attitude I have, and I like that. We should write a poem on that. Love is love. You
yeah.
ready, Tiffany? We're gonna write it in the group poetically. Us, love is
Okay.
love.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post that up about us writing the poem. Love is love,
Okay.
and maybe we'll read it here when we come back.
Okay.
hmm So I love to write. I already love to read my Maya Angelou. You already know. I already
Look
have
at
her
her right
cracked
there.
out. I have my baby girl cracked out already. But I have a Langston Hughes poem, and I have this Paul Lawrence Dunbar poem as well. But I think I read this here before. I'm gonna read it again. Um, if I can even understand my handwriting right now, okay? I have this. I wrote this like a drunk person. I think. What happened? Okay. This is Oh, were you next, Tiffany? I don't want to be rude.
I think I just went.
Okay. What? The next time I'm gonna be writing it down. I'm gonna have it set up. But I like it this way, where it's just more authentic, more real. Like it's just more me because I'm very disorganized. Okay. I'm for real. I'm not organized at all, and I don't really care. I don't. I'm organized enough, and then I'm just a little bit more disorganized. If that makes any
Mhm.
sense. Probably don't, but it made sense to me.
Behind your back, but in front of your face. Okay.
That she's still laughing at me. I told, I told her something. I forgot what I told my goddaughter. I told her behind my back, but in front of my face. And so she's still laughing at me about that. I was dead serious though when I was like, "Oh, go say something to me behind my back, in front of my face." What does that even
I
mean right
have no
now?
either
I have
though.
no idea. Let me read this. Okay. I'm okay, here we go. Ooh. Paul Lawrence Dunbar poem. We wear the mask. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our truths and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile, with torn and bleeding hearts, smile and mouth while mirrored subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but O great Christ, our cries to thee from tortured souls arise. We sing, but the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask. Paul Lawrence Dunbar. So,
Mm, that's very relevant in multiple ways.
hmm and for it to be relevant, and you know. the era and time that he came out of. You know that is a shame, right?
Oh yeah.
So, but but should we still wear the mask even with our people a lot of times though?
Mhm.
You know, we wear a mask. I know I definitely have to wear one, you know, at work.
Mhm.
You know, I'm me at home. I'm this person here.
Mhm.
And I have to put my business face on when I go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then even sometimes with people that's in our own community and we see them, it's still a mask that we put on. It's still something that we put on. We pretend like we okay when we not okay. Because you know I've had uh, a few ladies out of the group that I'm in ask me, "Hey, you okay? You need anything?" I don't tell them. No, no, no. I don't tell them. Yes, I'm fine. You know, because that's what we were taught. You don't tell anybody your business.
Mhm.
So it's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. So sometimes we need to learn how to put the guard down and accept the help for what it is. Help.
Yeah.
I
You
do
know.
that.
Yeah.
Cause
And
I
see.
won't let
Hmm.
nobody help me.
Yeah, but sometimes you have that guard up for a reason. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people will they will help you,
And then attack
yeah,
you.
under the pretense of they helping you because they want to help you, and then the next thing you know, things are thrown up in your face. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So then you go on protection mode against everybody
Yeah.
because you know who you can trust.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you know, so it's just like you don't know who to trust because I've been there. I've been there. And I said I was gonna read something else. I forgot.
My angel.
Oh, she over here talking about she over here talking about my Angelou. My no, I'm gonna read Berta McDougal.
Come on,
D.
Bertha.
Scott coming with it.
Mm-mm.
What? I'm about to go in the group and I'm gonna get some Tiffany Richardson workout.
Okay.
That's what I'm about to do. You know that happened the other night. My daughter came on here. My daughter back home came on here, and my goddaughter was on. She right here, right now. And my daughter came on something. I want to read your poem. Can you? She wanted me to read my poem. Is your house in order? I told her I don't have it. I don't really remember the whole thing, and because I've tried to say it a few times on here, but I don't remember it. And she was like, "Well, I have it right now. I can read it right now on here." You know, and she really came on and read my poem. Is your house in order? she, she really did say, Mom, you need to get this on some stuff. You need to get this on some t-shirts or something. Hmm.
Yes. About
She
like you did the other poem.
she
Yeah,
was
that's one.
she was serious. Oh,
I would
yeah.
wear that.
Oh, yeah. She because I put his queen on the shirt, and I sold a few of those. Well, I sold all those shirts. Some years back, I had myself a little poetry party for my birthday. Some years back, I had
Mm.
one recently, but I didn't sell anything at that. I just had like the poetry. And I had no, not Asia House order, his queen. And so recently, I just made one shirt for myself with chocolate flower on it. That's one shirt that I only made for me. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe get some more made. I absolutely love that shirt, chocolate flower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna recite it right now. Oh, yeah, I think I actually know this one by heart. I'm gonna say it. I look in the mirror and see a beautiful flower staring back at me. I am a beautiful chocolate flower. God has been watering me. I have blossomed into the most beautiful flower you would ever want to see. All the love that God has given me has made me the beautiful chocolate flower you see. I am his beautiful chocolate flower because that is the color of me, chocolate. So just remember, whatever color you are beautiful to God, and He loves you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
that's on the shirt.
Oh yeah.
Where the shirt at? Let me get it.
You can't have my and it's in the dirty clothes. It's in the dirty clothes.
Look, I'm
Granny.
You seen me. You seen me in it. It's on
Mhm.
online. Put me in it,
I'm
and
sure
I had like
have.
my blue and white flower in my hair, like I was sexy girl. Like, I knew I was doing the damn thing that day. For real, for real, I did. I am just. Ugh, I am. I'm gonna eat when I get off of here. I am
I got
gonna
one.
eat something.
This probably the last one I got. I
Oh,
got more, but I think it's
oh,
for Saturday.
okay. So my goddaughter has one more, and everybody that's listening, this is my goddaughter that I told y'all about, that I appointed myself her godmom. And when I moved down here, and I just fell in love with this little girl, and she was 15 when we met. I think 15,
Uh-huh.
and she is 27 now or 26.
Nope.
Oh,
She's still wrong.
I'm always wrong.
It's 29, Mom.
Okay, so she,
I
oh,
just turned 29.
she 26.
Okay. I take it. I'll be younger.
Okay,
Okay.
she 29 now, but in my mind, they still all the same age. Okay, like
okay.
their numbers moving up, me, my numbers moving up, right?
Well, you don't look it, so it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, she a sexy thing. You sexy thing.
Okay. This is, I don't know what I was going through, y'all. Y'all just gotta flow with me. It says, all hell has broken loose. Now I see. I see the real you. We've been dating for months now, but it never came through. You so careless, you say anything, you do whatever, but it's all good because all hell has broken loose. When I no longer show the love I have for you, just know all hell has broken loose. My heart, in my soul, in my spirit. I know my worth, and you too dumb to see it too. You knew it was, you knew it at first, but I guess that was just to get me. Now you got me, my full attention. You don't give a damn about me. You say one thing and you do then you the next day you back to the same disrespectful you. You don't think before you do things or when you say them either. So what's the real reason you trying to hold on to me? The smart mouth gotta go, sir. And no, I'm not going to treat you different. But trust, things don't change. All hell really has broken loose because you won't be with a beautiful, gorgeous black queen because I'm on my way to the top. And I will remember because ain't nobody gonna do half the stuff I do for you. And I don't mind, but you gotta treat a real woman better than you been because being a man ain't a good thing. It's it's way it's another way of saying sorry. It's another way of saying sorry ass nigga because you work don't mean just because you work don't mean you ain't sorry either. Just to let you know, if you don't want all the hell to break loose, you better get some act right.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
truly.
All
Yeah,
right now. Okay.
I was going through some stuff, I think.
Well, well, you better act right or take the
Before
bait.
our hair break loose.
You going down. You going down. And I ain't playing no games. I'll kick you in the ass.
Oh no, I'm not about to fight you. I'll walk away. It's not that serious.
Don't go to jail. Don't go to jail.
Not
Please,
try to
just
hold on to
look.
one man.
Look, orange is not the new black in real life.
No.
Okay, we don't want to see you like
Yeah,
that. Oh, girl. Okay. Oh, so I said I was gonna get my Angela, but
Well, I
I'm
have one more I can read.
okay. Yes, yes.
I
You
think
got
my last. I'll do my last one, which is
okay.
your favorite.
Oh well, because I had a few more by myself that I think I'm gonna read. Then I'm
Okay.
Angelo. But if you wanna come in, like come in and still read something, or just
Okay.
stay and be a part and we chit chat, whatever
Oh
you
yeah.
want to do.
Okay. This one is called this. My heart palpitates when my phone plays our song.
Oh,
Every neuron in my body begins to crackle like lightning. You control every thunderbolt. Your
oh,
mother should name you Zeus. You
yes.
Ooh.
control all the electricity that brings my soul to life. I tell myself to be cool, but I am unhinged when you speak on love. My heart has no business residing in my chest when it so completely belongs to you. I will dip it in gold and fashion you a chain to wear it around your neck so you can advertise how gone I am over you. I have no shame, don't even have the good sense to feel embarrassed by the heat that rises to my face and the swoon in my expression. You have taken me. Call an exorcist to exorcise your possession. Holy water is in your kiss, a crucifix in your eyes, for you burn me up inside. I have yet to find the words to describe this love. It has taken over me, mind, body, and soul. All of my senses are on red alert. My need for you is an emergency. Only you have the capability to resuscitate me. You breathe new life into me. I am born again when you call me baby. Never stop calling me baby. I want this, just this, forever.
Oh,
Mm.
yes.
Yes.
You already know. Look, you had to read it for me. You had to do it. Look, when you started reading it, I was over here, girl. I was
Child.
praising them. I was praising them, honey. I was, yeah, praise them. I got the song, praise them. I'm talking, I got the song, I got the boy. I'm up here, so I got the song. You know, shoot. You have to put that on something, girl. You gotta. You, oh my goodness, I love it. You don't even know, you should turn that into a story. Yes, girl, for real, girl. That you don't even know how amazing that poem is.
Yes.
Thank you.
I absolutely love it.
I missed that one. I've been out of the group for a little bit, so
Isn't that
I gotta get back
you
in there.
just go in there and just put Zeus in, and then you're gonna see the work. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see that poem. You just put in her name, but if you put in
Yeah.
Zeus, that actual poem is going to come up. Because I don't think anybody has spoke about Zeus and other than Tiffany.
Mm,
Yes.
let's
Don't
see.
laugh at me, Tiffany. Don't laugh at me. So I have this one, and really, I was just reading it, and it's kind of it should be for Saturday, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna step out here and read it. So please don't get upset, ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know y'all not gonna get upset. This is called Thunderous Love. Thunderous love is what we have going on. You make my body roar like a lioness, and my kitty purr like a cat. I just can't get enough of that pleasure stick, and your also gentle pleasure. Your also gentle touch all over this mocha chocolate body. There is a wild animalistic attraction between you and I. When you touch my thighs and caress this mocha chocolate body of mine, I wish I could melt your chocolate body into this mocha chocolate body of mine. Chocolate thunder. When you start to lay it down, you make me feel like one of Madonna's old songs, like a virgin touched for the very first time. You have my body saying, please, 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 give me more. I
Mm,
can't help myself. This body belongs to you, and I don't mind giving you all of me.
mm,
This thunderous love we make has me losing my mind. You make this body feel like fine wine. My pleasure place loves to receive you, and the joy of that chocolate pleasure stick.
mm,
Mm.
mm, mm.
All right now.
Yeah.
My goddaughter be talking. I'm glad my middle daughter left out of here because she would be into my ma.
I think she supposed to talk like that.
Ooh, ooh, when I told her last night, I said we doing the erotic poetry night. She left from out of here. She did not come back.
Tiffany be with it.
And that's her. And that's my daughter's name. My middle daughter's name, Tiffany, too.
Oh yeah.
She
Hmm.
not with it. She like,
Not her. She said she don't want to hear nothing about that.
She said you was a virgin in her eyes.
That and how can I be a virgin and I had 5 kids? Now,
Mm.
don't she sound crazy?
She, she
I need her to sit down. why don't children think that their moms, moms need to have get to have pleasure too. I don't care if I am,
Exactly.
what's wrong with you? I am still a sexual being, okay? I'm a very
Yep.
sexual being.
And you like it, I love it. And
My my
amen.
goddaughter said, if you like it, I love it. My daughters, my oldest daughter,
And Tuntun,
she
she
fine.
she pretty alright.
To my youngest daughter, she just open, like
She's
open,
weird.
okay? So y'all met her before. She gonna say whatever she gonna say. But no, um I have said some pretty crazy stuff to even get Petunia to say "ma."
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I got her to say "ma," I was on some other stuff. Cause I can get a little not. They be like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "What I do wrong? What I say wrong? What's wrong with y'all?" I'm gonna leave them alone though. I'm gonna leave them girls alone. Okay, so I'm gonna get into Maya. I'm gonna get into Maya. Y'all ready for some Maya Angelou?
Oh
Ready.
yeah.
Ready.
All right. The first one I'm going to read by Maya Angelou is Prisoner. Even sunlight dares and trembles through my bars to shimmer, dance on the floor. A clang of lock and keys and heels and blood dried guns. Even sunshine dares. It's jail and bail. Then rails to run. Guard gray men serve plates of rattle, noise, and concrete death and beams. Then pale sun stumbles through the poles of iron to warm the harbor of gray guardmen.
Mm.
It's jail and bail, then rails to run. Black night, the me, myself, of me sleeps in the folds of and history of fear, to secret hold me deep and close my ears of lulls and clangs and memory of hate, then night and sleep and dreams is jail and bail, then rails to run.
Mm.
So that was
Ooh, that was deep.
Miss Maya.
yes, prisoner. That
Yes.
was prisoner. You know,
She
she
probably
had some stuff to say.
she's seen a lot.
So and then I have refusal, beloved in what other lives, excuse me, beloved in what other lives or islands. Have I known your lips, your hands, your laughter, brave, irreverent, those sweet excesses that I do adore? What surely is there that we will meet again on other worlds some future time, undated? I defy my body's haste. Without the promise, one without the promise of one more sweet encounter, I will not deign to die. That was Refusal by Maya Angelou.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I have her, well, I have her whole book over here. My daughter Tiffany got it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, yes, yeah. Um, and I think I'm gonna go with Arrival. I'm gonna go with Arrival, and then if you want to read something after Arrival, let me know, Tiffany.
Okay.
Arrival. Angels gather. The rush of mad air, cyclones through. Wingtips brush the hair. A million strands, strand waving black anomalies. Hosannas crush. The shells here tender and tremble. Down clattering to the floor. Harp sound undulate. That's right, undulate their sensuous meanings. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You beyond the door. Arrival. Okay. So that was it for that.
Okay. That's good.
And that was Maya too.
Uh-huh. Those were three of my Angelo pieces. I think I said about three words wrong in there, but I was trying. So yeah, I was trying. Oh, I see something here called Poor Girl. I never seen that. I might check it out. Do you have one or no?
I do. I have one.
Okay.
It's called Stop and Go. Stop and go. Stop and go. That's the way our love goes. Stop at the heart of my obsession when I am beyond that point of reasoning this out. When I'm mystified and terrified, yet caught up in infatuation. Go with me to the corners of the moon. Walk with me on that sunny afternoon. Hand in hand, just one touch. That one touch that gives me that rush, that feeling of being in LOVE. Stop before I fall too deep. Might not be able to land on my feet, but I wouldn't mind that drop if you're falling right beside me, caught up in my complexity. Go on with your words of love. Tell it to me one more time. Say it, for it does not fall on deaf ears, but on a heart that I carry on my sleeve, sheltered in the clothing of your smile.
Mm.
Stop the high you give me with that look in your eyes. Go to unbelievable heights with me. Stop me when I've said too much. Go before I make my move. Stop and go. Stop and go. That's the way our love goes.
Yes.
Oh, I got some poetry snaps. I got some poetry snaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Stop and go. I am loving it. I'm loving it. I think we're about to be wrapping it up just in a few minutes. Um,
Okay.
I think so. She looked like she about ready. She about ready.
I heard that say I was hungry about 30 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. She's about ready, honey. Ready like
So much peace. Nada.
she ready like Freddie.
Really.
Oh,
I'm looking at myself. I think it's my first time looking back in the mirror.
it is. Oh, girl.
Yeah,
Okay, there it is.
huge.
Okay. Oh, she looking in the mirror at herself. So which I don't know, is she pregnant?
Okay.
And so she's almost this is her first time looking at herself in the mirror. She done got big. Now what did she think she was gonna get while she pregnant? Please tell me. I don't know. Like I don't know if she thought she was gonna get small.
Well, I ain't gained the weight. I ain't gained not a pound. I've been on a fruit diet.
She don't look. She said she haven't gained a pound, but that belly say otherwise. Yeah, that belly out there now. Yeah, if y'all can see that belly is out there. It's out there. She having a girl.
Oh,
She having her little girl in August.
well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you.
she look like she ready to bust right now, y'all. Well, she feel like it.
So can't wait till them twos is tied, sealed, delivered. No more out of this one.
She talk about some she talk about her tubes being tied now.
I
So
might make a poem about that.
she ready. Look, she ready for her tubes to get tied, but I don't know if she was more ready than I was. I tell you, I had my son when I had my youngest son, and I just knew they were gonna tie my tubes right after he was born. I thought they was gonna do it right then and there. And I'm like, hey, why my tubes not getting tied? What's happening? What's
What's
going
going
on?
on?
They thought I was tripping out. And so I'm still asking while I'm in the hospital with him, and they said, "Oh no, you have to make an appointment, and then you're going to come back to the hospital. You know, you go to the hospital where he does where he ties the tubes and stuff at." And I'm like,
Hmm.
I wanted my mess done now. Like I wanted it done.
Oh, yeah, that's how they did me. They did mine right after I had my daughter.
And that's what I wanted. I didn't understand why they couldn't do.
That's gonna be a
Yeah,
question to my doctor.
sure.
Thank you.
because
I'm gonna be asking.
that's what I thought. Like my aunt was saying that they did hers right after she had had
Mhm.
my cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm like, I thought that that's what they were going to do there, but that's not what this doctor did. I think he was trying to get more money. That's all that was. It was all about the corn.
Yeah, I think yeah, because I think that's what my doctor said. You already it's basically a surgery to have a baby. They consider that like surgery. He's like, we might as well do it all at once. So yeah, as soon as I had my daughter, they tied my tube.
Girl, no, he did not after I had my, and I was not happy with that because I'm like, I don't know, get home, my husband gonna try to think he can jump on it, and I am not trying to, not trying to be pregnant when I come back for my checkup. I'm just not
I'm gonna do like
okay.
you did, lock down, clink, clink.
Because because my husband was tripping before I got my tubes tied, he was like, well, um, basically, he was in so many words trying to ask me not to tie my tubes, and I was like, I already had five. I was like, this is my
Right.
fifth one. I
Yeah.
really just I can't
Mm-mm.
I can't have any more. I just don't want to.
Well, originally I had asked my husband to do his, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." Then he backed out. I was like, "Okay, I got your number.
Uh-huh.
Go on, hook that right on up. 'Cause we're not having no more.
Yeah,
One of us is gonna be not having no children anymore."
forget that. Like you over here talking about
They don't understand because
sure.
they don't gotta carry it. That's the thing. They had to carry it, it'll be a whole new ball game.
Hmm.
Exactly. Trying to come to me think, and because he still mentioned that to this day. Talking about some yeah, because you know um I was really trying to ask you to not tie your tubes up because I wanted another girl. I wanted to get it, and I'm like, oh well, we have three of them. We have three. There you go. We have three, but the girls aren't his biological daughters, but he been with us so long, but they are still his
Hmm.
daughters. So
Yeah.
um because
Yeah. We just have girls. He wanted a boy. I was like, "Well, you're not snip. You can still make it possible. Just want to be with me."
you sound like me. You sound like me. Like you can have you another kid just with somebody else,
Hmm.
and then then you can get the hell out the house. As soon as you can get the hell out the house with you and your new kid's mama.
Hmm.
So go do you, and I'm not helping you take care of it. So yeah,
I'm not doing no type of games.
no, I'm not playing. I'm playing with him now. So I did. I should. I think I might read my favorite piece from Maya Angelou before we go. But I always like to read my own work because we have to read our own work too.
Hmm.
This is called His Love. His love is so special to me. His love has never failed me. His love has never led me wrong. His love lifts me up to heights unknown. His love is so magnificent to me. His love has never failed me. His love is so powerful. His love is so beautiful. His love is kind. His love is understanding. Most of all, His love is forgiving. Yes, I am talking about the love of Jesus. His love is an unconditional love that is what makes Him so beautiful to me. His love has been with us since the beginning of time. His love.
Yes.
Mm.
So I wrote that like 2006 or seven. I don't know.
Yep, the paper tells it.
You heard someone yep, the paper tells it. Yeah, it's old, like it's old, and but I enjoy writing. I enjoy reading other people poetry, writing poetry, and coming up with little stories. Sometimes I just have stories in my head. They just in there that I've made up out of
Hmm.
nowhere. I'm sure that you have that experience too as a writer and poet.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Mhm. And because I could be somewhere and like see people, and I have created a whole story on what the hell they have going on. Okay, it's like a whole story that I've made up about these people that I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like I'll be sitting in here and I'll just be enacting the whole scene, and my daughter will come in here and she'll be like, "Who you talking to?" I'll be like, "Girl, going on by today. I'm talking to myself, me and my character."
Okay, okay. Let me be great. Let me be great. I talk to my characters. Why you go be great and do what you do? Sure. What's wrong?
You
Ain't
may
nothing.
have caught me a couple times. She like, Mom, what is wrong with you?
It's, it ain't nothing wrong with us talking to ourselves. What's wrong with having a little conversation with yourself? I don't know. I don't know. Sure, I like to have a conversation with myself. And Tiffany, I see the poem that got me in trouble on here with Mr. Wise. I'm about to read it. He didn't, but he it wasn't that it was I got in trouble. He wasn't. It was the concept I think that he didn't get. I
So
remember when I
the
was like,
day
vagina is not a bad word.
yeah.
So this one, vagina is not a bad word. It's time to stop telling little girls lies about the word vagina. All females have vaginas, so stop telling little girls lies. Our vaginas are not coochies, kitty cats, or anything like that. Why do we have to make up names for our female body parts and confuse little girls instead of telling them the truth? You have a vagina. Vagina is not a bad word at all, I promise. It may help a little girl speak her truth and it won't be doubted because she know, hey, so and so touched my vagina and can say that. When we give our vaginas cute names for little girls, it doesn't help them at all. Vagina is not a bad word, so please tell your little girl she has a vagina and not a damn cootie cat or none of that. We are females with body parts, and one of them is a vagina. Little girls have vaginas and grow up to be women with vaginas. I am a woman and I have a vagina. Don't be ashamed to say it. Say it with me. If you have a vagina, I was a little girl with a vagina, and now I am a woman with a vagina. Vagina is not a bad word. Say it with me if you have a vagina. I have a vagina.
Vagina.
It is not
Yes.
a bad word. I have a vagina. Say it with me, ladies.
I have a
I have a vagina.
Yes, ma'am. We have vaginas. And ain't nothing wrong with it because these vaginas birthed the earth.
yes, right.
Mm, sure did.
So there you go. We got the power. We birthed the earth with these vaginas. So we will let the little girls know that these are vaginas because that's what they need to know. Now, when you're getting into other things as adult women, you know, with your, other stuff, you don't have to say vagina. You can say other things because, but we want the
You
girls
give
to
them
know
the
the
name.
proper stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
it's not sexy to be in the bed tomorrow. Touch this vagina. I'm a psychopath.
You better say cool cool or something.
Oh, girl. Oh yeah, that was the one.
Okay. Cool cool.
That was what you had in your poem that I read last night. So Tiffany, I have thoroughly enjoyed this time on with you
I
and,
have fun too.
and Leah too. I really appreciate both of you coming and Saturday. I'm looking forward to Saturday and us just having a ball and letting loose and reading our little erotic poetry. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Me too. I shall be here.
I got
Oh.
stuff.
She over here rubbing her hands on. She got some stuff for us. Uh-oh, look. Uh-oh, you look. We know she got some stuff for us. She over there with that baby in there. She got some stuff for us, girl.
And it's on lockdown. Can you imagine how my imagination
Uh-uh.
going?
So I'm gonna end live and I wanna say thank I wanna thank everybody for coming and say be blessed and have a great one. And I will talk to you soon, Tiffany.
All righty. Y'all
All
have a
right.
good night.
You
You too.
too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.